What is up, guys, and welcome back to another video. And today we are going over the 10 greatest WWE matches of 2017, and let's get straight on the list with number 10, the Authors of Pain versus DIY versus the Revival Takeover Orlando. What happens when you put two of the greatest tag teams in NXT and you add in the Authors of Pain, who are giants in that match? What you get is magic, guys. The Revival and DIY always had classics, but when they introduced the Authors of Pain, this added a crazy different element and made it a lot more interesting. The match had extreme action, high-flying maneuvers, and technical wrestling all packed into one. Every wrestler in this match really shined. The ending was great as well, because we obviously know the Authors of Pain had to retain as the Revival was moving up to the main roster while DIY was slowly breaking down. Number 9, Finn Balor versus AJ Styles at TLC. Finn Balor was originally scheduled to face Bray Wyatt at this pay-per-view. However, a sickness caused Bray Wyatt to miss the show. WWE randomly inserted AJ Styles into the match to sell some tickets. Thankfully, these two guys did not disappoint. The only reason why this match is so high on my list is because it was unexpected and it happened last minute. Therefore, it lacked a story for me to care about it that much. But I really did enjoy it still. I hope we have a Balor Club feud between these two guys in the future. Number 8, Sanity versus the Undisputed Era versus the Authors of Pain and Roderick Strong at War Games. Almost after 2 decades, War Games made a return to NXT. This really lived up to the hype, giving the fans a memorable return. The match featured some of the best wrestlers in NXT. Aside from that, it was one hell of a match with so much things going on. There were so many different spots, and it genuinely seemed like these guys got hurt. I'm so glad they didn't mess this up by making it very PG. It felt truly like a war. This proves that wrestling can still be great even if it's not TV-14. Number 7, Asuka versus Ember Moon at TakeOver Brooklyn 3. These two women showed every female in the WWE the recipe to create a spectacular match. The storytelling in this match was on point. This was definitely the closest that Asuka came to losing, which would have ended her undefeated streak, so the stakes were high. When Ember Moon hit Asuka with her finisher, I truly thought it was the end of the match. That kickout was something special. I hope these two women can square off again in the near future, because I'm so down for it. Number 6, The New Day versus the Usos at SummerSlam. This feud was going on for 6 months, and it continued at SummerSlam on the kickoff. These 5 guys turned a dead division into one of the best things about SmackDown Live with their amazing matches. Usually people get bored after seeing the same match over and over, but these guys were different. Their matches kept getting better and better, and they absolutely killed it at SummerSlam, proving that they should have been on the main show. It was a huge disgrace, but hopefully WWE does not make the same mistake in the future. Even the Usos were upset about being snubbed from the main show. Number 5, AJ Styles versus Brock Lesnar at Survivor Series. It's unbelievable that a Brock Lesnar singles match is on this list, but AJ Styles is just that good. Lesnar was reportedly very happy that he was working with Styles, and you could tell because this match was a joy to watch. Lesnar actually came into this match and gave the opponent some offense. Styles looked like $1,000,000, and Lesnar sold his calf crusher like an absolute beast. People, including myself, legitimately thought he was hurt. They told a great underdog story within 15 minutes. This was a dream match that delivered. Number 4, Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns versus Samoa Joe versus Braun Strowman at SummerSlam. Another Brock Lesnar match back-to-back in the top 5. What has this world come down to? Seriously though, Lesnar wrestled 3 of the top 3 performers on Raw, who consisted of Roman Reigns, Samoa Joe, and Strowman. For the first time in a long time, Lesnar was the underdog in this match. He got destroyed within the first 5 minutes of the match, and people thought this was the end of his Universal Championship run. He was speared through the barricade and put through 2 announcer tables. Also, they buried him with all the tables. Lesnar would ultimately remain champion, but this was a hard-fought battle for him. Number 3, AJ Styles versus John Cena at Royal Rumble. John Cena and AJ Styles is one of my favorite feuds of all time. The entire feud lasted about 7 or 8 months, and they had 3 one-on-one matches. They had 2 great matches at Money in the Bank and SummerSlam in 2016, which, by the way, I think SummerSlam 1 was the best, where we saw AJ Styles win both matches. At the Rumble, we had the final match between these two, and it was for the WWE Championship. They brought out everything they could. After losing so many times to AJ Styles, Cena finally got his revenge, and the payoff was great. This was also Cena's 16th World Championship, so it made it even more special. Number 2, Alistair Black versus the Velveteen Dream at War Games. Guys, this match completely sold me on both of these guys. At first, I was iffy about both of them, but oh my god, their storytelling throughout this entire feud was amazing. And after that, they also had amazing storytelling during the match. Alistair Black and Velveteen Dream completely changed the game. I think in a few years, and maybe 5 years at most, this will be the match that everybody will look at and say that is what we need to replicate. Because what they did was more than just wrestle. They told a story in the ring, and that is what is great about wrestling. Guys, I can't stress this enough. If you haven't watched this match, please do so. And number 1, Pete Dunne versus Tyler Bate at TakeOver Chicago, and this was the definition of a wrestling clinic. There was every single thing possible that could be in a match. You had the crowd, which was very involved in Chicago, and Chicago crowds are wild. You had JR announcing it, which was a return for him to WWE. Then you had very great in-ring psychological work. Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne have completely mastered a perfect psychological work. Pete Dunne stepped on Tyler Bate's fingers, and those little spots that could be very small to other wrestlers felt so big. They hit hard. They do so many great things. Very close pinfalls. Tyler Bate did one of the craziest flips. Like, everything was in this match, and I would personally give it a 5-star match. I don't know why Dave Meltzer didn't give it, but I don't care. This was a 5-star match. And that is it for the video, guys. As always, thanks for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Follow me on Twitter at Pllana, and I'll see you all later.